I actually think everyone should attend. Our goal is that everyone at some point in their life has had mental health first aid training. I know that in my own life, my mental health journey was kept quiet because of the stigma, because of the lack of education around what it is I was struggling with. And I can tell you that I can't imagine how different life would be if the people around me had been able to start that conversation about what's going on. How are you feeling? How can I help you? And that's what Mental Health First Aid does, is it connects us to someone that cares and someone that can help us find the appropriate resources. So what made me become an instructor is I went to a seminar down in Houston, Texas in 2018, and I told my mental health journey called Out of the Shadows in Corporate America. And in that presentation, I had several people come up to me afterwards and say that they were relieved that somebody in the corporate world was talking about mental health. I went to a seminar that day called Mental Health First Aid, and I said at that moment, I will go figure out how I can become an instructor, because I keep thinking about what if the schools, what if my relatives, what if the neighbors would have been able to have the skills to have conversations about what I was struggling with. It may not have taken to my mid-30s to finally address anxiety and some of the other concerns that I had growing up. Yeah, the word that I would use to describe this training is hope. And the reason is that I think people come in with a stigma that's built inside. There's some biases. And what they see after the training is that there is hope, there is support available. And what we need to do is connect people that are struggling with the resources that are available in our communities. Yes, I can tell you that this program is growing not only here. I mentioned earlier about it's growing in 26 countries around the world. And what we're seeing is that the earlier that we can reach people, the sooner that they can get the help and support that they need. And I think the schools is a great place to start, because we know that mental illness many times starts in that age bracket of 18 to 24. And the sooner we can get people help, the better. We know that today, from signs and symptoms to a diagnosis, it's 10 years, and that's median, which means 50% it takes longer than 10 years. And so the more work we can do in applying mental health first aid and reducing that time down from 10 years to 8 years to 6 years to being able to get help like we can if we had a heart attack or if we were having a struggle breathing or some other physical health issues. And I'll close with this, is that, can you imagine if we waited 10 years to get help for cancer? Or if we waited 10 years to get help for diabetes? Our goal is to continue to bring this to not only students, bring it to adults, bring it to the senior population to help them get the skills they need to thrive.